president of the Tuesday Musical Club, I would like to welcome everyone that is here. This is our first guest tonight for the 22-23 season, and the purposes of the Tuesday Musical Club are exclusively educational and charitable, and to those ends we try to promote music appreciation and encourage the musical instruments of people in the Marshalltown area, as well as hone our own musical talents to the greatest degree possible. So, I want to say that there is a reception afterwards, and our members would love to get to know you. I would like members of the Tuesday Musical Club to stand up just for a second. Thank you. Okay, so you can see one of them, and yes. Okay, and we will talk about your musical instruments or interests too, so please stay. So right now we are so glad that you came to encourage our guest musician tonight, who will now be introduced by our Tuesday Musical Vice President and Madeline's grandmother, Deborah Nuss. Thank you.
I was speaking out there about my granddaughter and thought, oh, she's really our granddaughter, but no, she's my granddaughter. I get to claim her. What a joy it is for Harlan and me to be here tonight and to welcome all of you. You've read about Madeline in the program. She's grown extremely since we heard her last in the musical. I think you will be delighted and charmed by her. So will you help me in welcoming Madeline Rose and Dr. Bradley Barrett. Thank you.
Surely strayed, take heart of praise, thy steps retrace, wandering one, if such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine. Take heart, no danger lies, take any heart but ours, take heart, fair days will shine, take any heart, take mine. Take heart, no danger lies, take any heart but ours, take heart, fair days will shine, take any heart, take mine. Wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace, wandering one. Their days will shine, take heart. Take Hi, good evening. That last piece you heard was Poor Wandering One from the comic opera Pirates of Penzance by Arthur Sullivan and W.S. Gilbert. A little background on the opera as a whole: it debuted in New York in 1879 and was highly reviewed by both audience and critics. The show is about a pirate, Frederick, who is ending his apprenticeship after recently completing his 21st year under the rule of the Pirate King. He later learns, his indenture was an agreement that he'd be there for 21 years until his 21st birthday. Well, we learned that he was born on February 29th, so that doesn't really count. And his own pride made him want to stay until he actually finished out the full 21 years and would be there for 63 more years. However, he falls in love with the Pirate King's daughter, Mabel, and she decides she's wait for him. That piece is when she first meets him. The next piece we'll be singing for you is Perduto la Speranza, written by Italian composer Stefano Denaudi. It has a haunting melody with equally haunting and desolate text. Denaudi was a composer of primarily vocal music in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The title of the piece translates to I have lost hope, and the rest of the translation is as follows. I have lost hope in looking for you, and by hope alone did I nourish my heart. I me, oh what shall I do if through loving I have really lost faith in love. I have lost hope in looking at you, and by hope alone did I nourish my heart. Please enjoy Perduta la Speranza, written by Denaudi. So I think I'm making an assumption, but I assume we're all familiar with Stephen Sondheim, an incredible composer who gave life to such shows as Into the Woods, West Side Story, Company, and Follies. The next piece that we will be performing is from the show with a dismal and demonic story of Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. At first glance, this next piece, Greenfinch and Linnet Bird, seems to stray from the overall tone of the show and is light and floaty, aria sung by the character Joanna. However, when examining the lyrics and the meaning of the piece, it is hauntingly beautiful and existential. She is expressing her desire to be freed of her imprisonment through her fascination with the caged bird she feeds. Please enjoy Greenfinch and Linnet Bird. Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? How can you jubilate, sitting in cages, never taking wing? Outside the sky waits the stars. How is it you sing anything? How is it you sing? Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? Whence comes its melody, constantly flowing? Is it rejoicing or merely hollow? Are you discussing or fussing or simply dreaming? Are you growing? Are you screaming? Ring dove and robinet, is it for wages, singing to be sold? Have you decided it's safer in cages, singing when you're told? My cage has many rooms, damask and dark, nothing there sings, not even my lark. Larks never will you know when they're captive. Teach me to be more adaptive. Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, taught me how to sing. If I cannot fly, let me
Our next piece is from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the classic Victor Hugo novel turned Disney movie, musical adaptation. Maybe you even know the 1939 film. It's in black and white. Each one of these pieces of popular culture differs in its retelling of Hugo's initial novel. Each of them at least tells a similar story of the man Quasimodo, the hunchback who is used for his brute strength and kept up in the bell tower of Notre Dame in Paris. The antagonist, Claude Damfrollo, has kept Quasimodo hidden from the world until one day the hunchback ventures outside the sanctuary's walls and meets a kind-hearted gypsy, Esmeralda. He falls in love with her, but even with all the different tellings of this story, in every one, the pairing of the two is a tragedy, and his romantic love goes unrequited. The piece, God Help the Outcasts, our next piece, is one of the most well-known songs from the discography of the Disney movie and the stage adaptation alike. Esmeralda is questioning divine intervention and how her community has been given so little when this omnipotent being is supposedly watching over. Please enjoy God Help the Outcasts.
I don't know if you can hear me, or if you're even there. I don't know if you would listen to a gypsy's prayer. Yes, I know I'm just an outcast. I shouldn't speak to you. Still, I see your face and wonder, were you once an outcast too? God help the outcasts, hungry from birth. Show them the mercy they don't find on earth. God help my people, they look to you still.
This next piece is from Puccini's one-act opera, Gianni Schicchi, which is based off of an incident mentioned in Dante's Inferno. O mio bambino caro is a famous soprano aria that translates to my beloved father. The lyrical simplicity and soaring melody tell of the love Loretta has for a boy, which is being threatened by tensions between her father and the family of the boy. The translation is, "Oh, my dear papa, I like him, he is so handsome. I want to go to Porta Rossa to buy the ring. Yes, yes, I want to go there. And if my love were in vain, I would go to the Ponte Vecchio and throw myself in the Arno. I am pining. I am tormented. Oh God, I would want to die. Father, have pity. Have pity." Please enjoy O mio bambino caro.
O mio bambino caro, mi piace bella andare in Porta Rossa a comprare l'anello. Sì, sì, ci voglio andare, e se la malinda andrei su Ponte Vecchio, ma per potermi in Arno mi strani mi tormenta, vorrei morir. Babbo, pietà, pietà. Babbo, pietà, pietà.
I forgot to say now it's intermission. That's my Yep. It is now intermission. It's my brother.
Good evening. Those of you that have attended a guest day or guest evening program have been aware of our summer camp scholarship program. Each spring, students are eligible from the 7th to the 9th grade, and they try out for the club, and then we talk about their performances, and then we award scholarships to some of the students. In the fall, at our first program, which is a luncheon, we have invited the summer music camp winners to come and share a little bit about their experiences at music camp. And the music teachers are also invited. This year, Mary Giese contacted Craig Schwartz, and he did a video for us, and it's very interesting to what the students and the teachers have to say.
They had a lot of opportunities there. They had jazz band, they had normal band, and then they had like this talent show you could do. I didn't do it personally, but it was fun to watch. The lunch over there was really good. The friends over there, met a lot of good friends, a lot of good people, a lot of good conductors, and yeah, it was a fun-filled day. I never really was bored.
So I also went to Dorian, but I went to the middle school camp because I'm in 9th grade, and the middle school camp was for entering 9th grade. And I really liked it. It was really fun. I made a lot of great friends. I was in the choir, the orchestra, and the chamber choir. And I actually learned, I've never been able to memorize over 7 pieces memorized within 1 week. It's never been done by me. And so I learned that was possible. And it was really fun. There were a lot of great activities. We had a recital. I actually participated in. I played the cello, and there were other activities that I participated in. I loved it. The food was really good. My roommate was also really nice. There were kids from all over America. There were a couple people. There was someone from Texas. Apparently, there was someone from Alaska, Illinois, and just all over. And I really liked my experience.
I tried out for All-State last year, and I really liked it. And I went to Iowa State camp last year, and I was amazed at how much we could learn. And when I went to Wartburg this year, we just learned even more, and there was just a good company of people and so many different instructors that taught us. And it just felt good to be around that many people who love music as passionately as you do, and just has the same common goal to learn all that music in a beautiful way to audition for All-State. So again, I love my roommate, like everyone else said. I roomed with Ashlyn, so we kind of just had a good time. We already knew each other, so we just got to know each other a little bit more, and just had a great time. Food is great. I met a lot of new people from all over, since there were so many different schools there. And I just know the All-State music so much better, if I did go to camp, I don't know what I would do. It's an amazing experience to realize I just learned 7 songs in 2 days, and it's crazy. So
I got to go to Wartburg. I went the second week, and I know Ashlyn and Meredith went the first week. And they just had a lot of really awesome opportunities that you could participate in there. We had rehearsal pretty much all day, but then after rehearsal was done, they had a lot of other things you could do just to kind of wind down in the evening, which I really enjoyed. I really liked my roommate, like everybody else, and just all of the awesome people there, all of the teachers there, the choir instructors, just everybody there was really awesome. It was a really positive atmosphere, and it was just really great to be able, like Meredith said, to learn all that music, because that's like your primary focus when you're there. So it was just really great to have that environment where like everyone else is in the same mindset as you are, like open-minded going into this music, not really sure what to expect. And the music this year is really hard, so it was good to be able to have those couple days of really hardcore studying and practicing, but it was really great, and I had a lot of fun.
I actually went into Wartburg not thinking I was going to do All-State this year, but I learned so much about my own voice and so much about the voices around me. I sat next to 2 seniors, and they were absolutely amazing. They just blew my mind, and I learned the pieces so well that I just thought, why not try it? The people there were really nice. All of the instructors made it fun, and so many things to do. There was rock climbing and a ton of stuff to do, swimming pools, and sure, it was an early rise and a long day, but overall, learned a lot, and I really, really liked it.
First of all, Arlene Selby is a very nice lady. I got the chance to meet her, and she gave me some of her music, and it's very good music. She's very nice. But the camp itself was extremely fun and very informative, and we didn't just do like piano performance all day and get to like practice. We did a lot of that. We did hours of that, but we also got a lot of music theory experience, and we got to play with another person in a 4-hands piece. That was very fun. But all of the people that I met there, since nobody from Marshalltown went with me, I got to meet a ton of new people and talk to a lot of people that I didn't know. That was a very fun experience, and my roommate was very nice. I had no clue who he was when I got there, but he had the same name as my dad, so I mean, I can't go wrong. It was a very fun experience, and at the end of the week, we all got to do a recital, which was a couple hours long, where we got to play with our four hands partner and learning an entirely new piece in a style that like I've never played before was a really big challenge. But I think that it's a really good experience because the person that you're doing it with, it's very good to get to know each other and just like have an experience on the piano with another person. It's really fun.
The Tuesday musical scholarships allow like these kids to get a new perspective on music. A lot of the times when we present music to students, we're giving that perspective of our own experience as educators. Having these different educators come in and teach the students, spend some time working with music, living in music for an entire week really changes your perspective, and you learn quite a bit about the music and yourself and your learning process of the music. So it's a great opportunity for these kids, and I'm very thankful to have an organization like this that'll help provide that.
This has been an amazing gift that you've given to so many students over the years, and they've been blessed with the opportunity to go to camps all over Iowa. For my immediate students, the vocal students who were able to go, this year's All-State Music is truly some of the hardest in a very long time, maybe ever. When Dr. Nelson at Wartburg is saying, this is the hardest music we've ever had, you kind of know that it's for real. So that camp experience has really allowed them to get a jump start on that learning process, to learn all of that on your own without the reinforcement of 50 or more people on your voice part to help you kind of all learn at the same time would make it much more difficult if we were just, Ashlyn is the only one auditioning on first soprano. If she was having to do that all on her own, it would be much more difficult. So, and even, excuse me, Ellie and Meredith are both auditioning as second sopranos, but on at least one or two of the pieces, they're split and they're not singing the same line of music. So it really has been a great opportunity for them, but I can speak for the Dorian camps. I haven't had a student who's ever attended that who's come back disappointed. It's just to be in a single place where you are surrounded by people who have that same passion that you do. You don't get that here at home in Marshalltown. You're kind of down in our music wing, you are, but it's a whole different level when they're really there for that one purpose. So the ability for these students to go and do that is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
I want to thank you for your continued support, and to see the passion that these kids have for music makes my heart happy. Ours too. Yeah.
We were so amazed at students. None of them had notes. They just really seemed very mature in their comments. And the teachers didn't have any notes either, but they've probably done it a little more often as far as speaking in public. So our scholarship program is really made possible by people that donate to the cause, to our program. And so there is a basket in the back of the church. And if you'd like to help us with our program, the more money we have, the more scholarships that we can award students. And they're really all worthy of having a scholarship, but sometimes we just have to be very picky. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the program.
We are welcoming to the stage a new accompanist now. This is my grandmother, Deborah Nuss. And then we will be performing, what? Do you need to get them?
Yeah, if you want me to play these notes, I need my glasses.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Here comes Sister Nuss to the rescue.
This is
I
my
guess she really
grandfather.
is grandfather, yes.
In a moment, we'll be playing Introduction Theme and Variations by Rossini.
Okay. That's it.
We'll welcome Dr. Bradley Barrett back up onto the stage. This next ballad is one of my favorite pieces that I will get to sing for you all tonight. It's titled Diane Ain't So Bad, and it's from the musical Bonnie and Clyde by Frank Wildhorn. The musical is based on the true events of the well-known crime couple of Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, who ravaged the American South during the Great Depression, performing bank robberies, kidnappings, and murders. Great people. In this piece, Bonnie is recognizing that they have made mistakes in their lives, but she believes her and Clyde are the only people living life to the fullest. She would rather die knowing what she's done than die having done nothing at all. This will be Diane Ain't So Bad. Diane ain't so bad, not if you both go together. Only when one's left behind does it get sad. But a short and loving life, that ain't so bad. Only hope to God that I go first. I couldn't live on memories. I'm sorry, but I'm not that strong. There are some things in life you can't replace. A love like ours don't happen twice. When all his days are through, mine will be too. 'Cause Diane ain't so bad, not if you both go together. Only when one's left behind does it get sad. But a short and loving life, that ain't so bad. I've met boys who talk about farms and horses, but they don't do much for me. I don't need to end up in a rocking chair. Seems you get to live your life just once, and if that's how it's gotta be, but I'd rather breathe in life than dusty air. Diane ain't so bad, not if you both go together. Only when one's left alone does it get sad. But a short and loving life, a short and loving life, a short and loving life, that ain't so bad. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown is a well-known children's story. For me, it was a bedtime story that I probably heard 100 times. I loved that book. Now I get to sing it in a piece that has been written and arranged for mixed choir, orchestra with solo soprano and solo soprano. Eric Whitacre took the words from the beloved book and set them to music. This is Goodnight Moon by Eric Whitacre. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the car jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs.
little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy mouse, and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush, and a bowl full of moss, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, moon. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, white and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. Good night, cocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house. Good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mouse. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Good night, good night. Good night, noises
Last piece we will be performing for you today is the always fun and silly Vanilla Ice Cream from the musical She Loves Me by Joe Mestra, Sheldon Harnick, and Jerry Bach. The musical follows the lives of a few dozen people who all work at a shop in Budapest. Amalia and George are co-workers who bicker and fight at work but are unknowingly romantic pen pals. After being stood up by her dear friend, Amalia is riddled with sadness, and trying to cheer her up, George brings her ice cream and makes up a story as to why her date, him, didn't show up. Amalia continues trying to write a letter to her dear friend, but can only think of George's kindness. Our final piece for the evening will be Vanilla Ice Cream. Thank you so much for sharing your evening with us, and we hope you enjoy. Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together you and I will laugh at last night someday. Ice cream, he brought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Imagine that ice cream. And for the first time we were together without a spat. Friendly, he was so friendly, that isn't like him. I'm simply stunned. Will wonders never last night. It was a nightmare. Never we put together. You and I will have to it someday. I sat there waiting in that cafe and never guessing that you were back, that you were near. You were outside looking bald. I am so sorry about last night. Last night I was so nasty. Well, he deserved it, but even so, that George is not like this George. This is a new George, but I don't know. Somehow it all reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. For right before my eyes, a man that I despise has turned into a man I like. It's almost like a dream, as strange as it may seem. He's come to offer me vanilla ice There can be. She has to do an encore. Ice cream. Just do the end of ice cream. Unless you just pull something else up and then whatever. Shepherd, hide me in a valley, dance and sing me light and airy, dance and sing, dance, be light and airy. Would you win me, you must woo, as a lover brave and true. Would you win me, you must woo, as a lover brave and true. Pause and looks and sighs, and such simple methods trying. Never in this heart outgrew. I must catch the flame from you. Must catch the flame from you. Fa la la, fa la 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 la, fa la la, fa la 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 la, fa la la, fa la 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 la. Shepherd, hide me in a valley, dance and sing me light and airy, dance and sing, dance, be light and airy, dance, be light and airy. That was beautiful. Oh, it's fine.
Beautiful, delightful, and I know that you would like a chance to meet Madeline at the reception. So come on back.